Congressman Jim Jordan, one of my favorites of all times, is the chair of the House Judiciary Committee. He joins me now. I think I was the first person to interview you when you got into Congress, wasn't I?
I think that's right, David. It's
so we've known each other
again. I always, a long time, 15 years or so, we've been coming on your show.
Long time. So one big, beautiful bill. That's what the president said.
Yeah.
Since then, he's modified a little bit, saying, well, if it has to be two, maybe we can work it out. But are you still for one big, beautiful bill?
Well, that's what the House position is. Look, I'm for doing what we told the American people we were going to do. If that's one bill, two bills, or 100 bills, I don't care. I just want to get it done. I like the bill that's been put forward in the Budget Committee. Let's hope it gets through the Budget Committee, then goes to each committee. We find the savings, and then we put it all back together, and you got the one big, beautiful bill. But if it's two, it's two. I always say we make this job way too complicated. What you tell the voters you were going to do. If you get elected, when you put your name on the ballot, if they vote for you and you get elected, go do what you said. And so let's just focus on that. If it's one bill, great. If it's two bill, great. Let's just get it done.
But the problem is the rules that you have to go by are so screwed. I was going to say screwed up, but I just said it anyway. They are kind of screwed up. I mean, the bottom line is we know that the 2017 tax cuts have brought in an additional $1.5 trillion in revenue from the time they kicked in at about 2018. So that's an extra 1.5. This particular bill says that the extension is going to cost $4.5 trillion. How I know you have to do that, but could you explain that to folks who are looking for common sense in a beltway?
It's the cumbersome way that things get scored here in D.C. We all know when you let families, entrepreneurs, job creators keep more of their money, they go out and spend it, and they create jobs, and they grow our economy, and that growth gets extra revenue to the Treasury. So, we're going to factor in a pretty robust growth estimate here, somewhere, I think, between 2.5% to 3%. I actually think there's a good chance under President Trump's policies that we get even stronger growth. But we're going to put together a package that shows that we're actually saving some money for the taxpayers. After all, we're running huge deficits. We got a $36 trillion debt. We need to do that. But we're also going to put together a package that does what we told the voters we were going to do. Secures the border. You need resources to do that. Keeps the tax cuts in place. Adds some additional tax cuts so families keep more of their money, so our economy grows like we want it to grow, like it was growing 4 or 5 years ago when President Trump was in office then. I have to ask, not everything I think is rosy in the Trump administration. One thing I have difficulty with is his calling for a sovereign wealth fund by early next year. I've seen in many other countries in the world these sovereign wealth funds leading to tremendous corruption. We have DOJ trying to get rid of those agencies within which we have seen this development of a horribly corrupt system, perhaps even kickbacks. Why would we start another agency that is just tailor-made for that insider deal-making that Congress people do that most Americans hate? I want to see the details before, because I don't know. Again, this would be a new concept for our great country. Let's see the details, how it all works. Is it like what we see in other nations? I don't know. So I want to wait until I see the details. But what I do know is what Elon Musk is doing, identifying the stupid spending is a good thing. It's amazing to me. Instead of criticizing the stupid spending, Democrats criticize the guy who's exposing the stupid spending. I mean, I do not get that. And I think it really, David, boils down to this sort of fundamental difference the left and we conservatives have. We actually think the power should be with the people and the folks they elect, i.e. the president in this situation, not with the career bureaucrats who are so much smarter, the experts in the government who pretend they're so much smarter than us regular people. No, I'll trust the guy who was elected by 77 million when he told us he was going to put this organization together. He told us Elon Musk was going to lead it. I'll trust them over the bureaucracy any day of the week.
Congressman Jim Jordan, always a pleasure to see you, Jim. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here.